Alright, hey, what's up, guys? This is Andrew from ubercrit.com, and I'm with my good friend Karen.
On YouTube, people know me as Mirror Kit Katniss.
Yeah, and we're just here today to talk about some of our earliest gaming memories. I've been following the Happy Console Gamer for 7 years, since when he first started, and me and her are going to record some of those type of videos and just talk into the camera, I guess.
Technically, we're going to be remembering, like, old school games that we played, like our first ones, just nostalgic.
Yeah, so what was some of your, today we're going to be talking about some of our earliest gaming memories, like, what are some of the first things you remember playing, seeing, anything like that? What do you remember?
The first game I ever played was Legend of Zelda. And I've never played it, like, before. I always seen my brother play it and everything. I was like, I'm gonna try it. So I did it right after school, because he would stay after school in elementary school. Like, he had programs to do with school and everything. I came home early, and I was like, I'm gonna turn it on before he gets mad. So I turned it on. I was playing it for, like, I don't know how long. I just know I heard him coming in wondering what the hell I was doing.
Which one was it? Was it on the NES?
Yes, it was on the NES.
The original Legend of Zelda.
The original one.
Did you guys have the gold card?
Yes.
We had the gold card too. The NES was a little bit before my time.
That's right, I'm older than you.
You're old.
I'm old.
She's like 32.
No, I'm not.
Ow.
See, this is how we are every time.
A little bit. I'm a bit of a smartass. So Legend of Zelda was your first. My first game that I remember seeing, I didn't get to play it. I was really young. My uncle Luke, he's 10, 12 years older than me. I was visiting him in his dad's house, different people's. He was playing Doom on like the original, like on the PC. And
Doom's a classic.
Doom is a classic. It was either that or, excuse me, I don't remember. It was either that or Wolfenstein. I don't remember. One of the two. And I remember I wasn't allowed to play it because it was very gory for back in the day.
It was a horror game back then. It was like just a suspense and everything.
I don't know. My mom just didn't want to corrupt me.
I couldn't play that one either. That's why I was able to play Legend of Zelda. Like nothing. They wouldn't say anything.
Yeah. But the very first game, and this is kind of strange. The very first game I ever actually remember playing was I think it was Tetris.
Yeah.
Tetris, which is funny because I hate puzzle games. I absolutely hate puzzle games, and I really enjoy that. I think it's a classic. Everyone likes Tetris, right?
Yeah. I used to have it on my phone, but I have a new phone now, so I need to add it.
Well, whatever. But the first game that I really, really got into that I can remember, because I played Tetris a little bit, but the first Age of Empires, which is kind of a strange game for a little kid to be playing. You don't even know what that is, do you? I was 8 or 9, I think. And the first Age of Empires, for anyone who doesn't know, is like this giant real-world strategy game where you have to collect resources and go to war, and which kind of makes sense why I'm such a huge nerd face now.
We're both nerds on video games. Like, he knows me one of them all into the horror games.
Well, yeah, look. Show him your...
Okay. Of course, remembering Triforce, I'm thinking of getting a Navi here, just saying hey at the bottom, getting annoying with everyone. This one's not a video game, of course, but of course, the 8-bit heart.
See?
So, 8-bit heart right there.
She loves Zelda.
Okay, 8-bit heart. Reason I have it on this finger is because apparently this is the only finger that has a vein attached to the heart itself.
Really?
All the other ones have a vein attached together that attaches to the heart. This one has its own.
Nice.
So technically, it's gamer at heart.
Yeah. And she's even wearing a Legend of Zelda t-shirt right now. It wasn't even planned. I just picked her up and...
Twilight Princess, come on.
I didn't like that game.
Why?
I didn't. I haven't liked the Legend of Zelda game since Majora's Mask.
Oh no. I got Majora's Mask on the 2DS. Oh my god, that fucking Navi. Excuse my language, but Navi is like, hey, listen. Like, no.
Why do you want to get a tattoo of it then?
Because it's Navi. It's a cute thing. And it's the first. It's like Navi. It happened to be my favorite in the beginning. Then, of course, Twilight Princess. I got Twilight Princess, and Midna became my favorite. But Navi, because it was the first one and everything, I have to do it as a remembrance.
Fuck that.
He's gonna see a Navi flying next to his head right here and be like, hey, listen. He's gonna like smack the shit out of it.
Screw that. But yeah, so that's really it. That was some of our just earliest things that I can remember What about?
Of course, you said you couldn't play Doom,
I couldn't growing up.
but that was the first game you've watched.
I think that was one of the earliest things I remember.
What's the first horror game you played?
The first horror game I played?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. One thing you guys gotta know about me, I'm a complete chicken shit. Like, horror games. I remember when I was working for the Overshield, I had to review this game called Corpse Party on the PSP. I got sent that in, and I couldn't sleep. Like, I stayed up all night because it scared the fuck out of me. The first horror game I remember putting any time into was probably the original Resident Evil 1 on Sega Dreamcast.
Ooh, nice.
But the first horror game that I finished, which is not really Resident Evil 4,
Oh, that one's more like
in action.
now.
That's more actiony though.
You know they're remastering that one for PS4.
I know.
I heard about that. I have it on my PS3 downloaded.
I have it on PC, GameCube, PS2. I love that game, but
Oh, GameCube's always. I always find the GameCube version better than the PS3. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I just do, and it's different. It's just easier, and the graphics for some reason are much more cleaner.
but yeah, the first Resident Evil was the first one I ever played, and I stopped because I got scared.
Oh.
Like, shut up. Yeah, I can't handle horror games. Even to this day, like I've tried playing stuff like Slender and other horror games, and I just get really scared. I don't know what it is. What about you? You're the horror person. What was
The
your
first horror game I've played, I've seen, like, the first horror game I've seen someone play, of course, was also Doom. My uncle was playing it in front of my brother and me when we were, like, not even 10 years old yet. Like, we're not even in our double digits. He was playing it right in front of me. I have a picture. I should have brought it.
You should have.
I was actually very little. My hair was all super curly and long. Compared to now, my hair's, like, super short. Pretty much, he was playing it right in front of us, and I was all into it. My brother kept covering his face the whole time. I, for some reason, laughed at the horror.
You laughed?
I laughed.
You were a twisted individual.
I was so twisted. I think 7 or 8 years old. No, I was 6. I was 6 years old when he did that. It was the first Doom game.
Oh my goodness.
But the first game I ever played, I would have to say the original first Clock Tower.
Oh.
The scissors.
Is that
oh
the-
my god.
Is that the SNES game?
Yes, it's the one where you see the guy, he's like chasing you. It's like a kid actually. That kid ends up being the bad guy.
Yeah, I know.
He has those sheer, like, scissors are like super big, like as long as my arms, I guess.
It's so scary. You can't do anything.
I got scared. I couldn't finish it.
I tried playing that. And
They have like new versions of it now, but of course the first one always has to be the most one because it's what started it all.
Ugh,
You know?
it's scary. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. We'll be back. I'm gonna record a bunch of stuff with Karen this week, so you'll see her in probably 93 videos or so. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.